Hey, welcome to the channel's Hobgoblin IPA. Very nice. Very nice. Nice looking. Yeah. Lovely. Right, let's get the fire going. This is going to be a fire lighting session that nobody's ever going to forget. Right? Pause. I mean, all that woke stuff's total shite, isn't it? The climate thing's unbelievable. What a scam it is. The climate is scam. Right, so what we've got here is, can't actually remember where the, I can't remember where the firelighters are. I'm just going to see what happens if you light it from the left. See if it goes, if you light it from the left. Would that go? There's firelighters in it. I think they're sort of underneath. Let's see if we can just light it from the left. Alright? See if it spreads over. Oh aye, looking like it is already. Oh aye. What we've got there is a wicker basket. And it's got kindling inside it. So this should be a fire lighting session of gargantuan proportions. Wow, look at that, that's going. Isn't it? Wow. So we've got paper underneath, we've got kindling inside the wicker basket, we've got paper to the side, and we've got sort of lumps of wood on top. So that should go like a house on fire. We've got the door open a little bit, and we've got the vent on open fully. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. It's just a total scam. Everything about the government is just unbelievable. You know, why would you be an honest citizen? Oh God, I'm oversharing here. It's an absolute scam. The climate thing's an absolute scam. Who the fuck believes that? It's total fannies.
Well, I don't think they should. But I'd also say before any country gives money away in foreign aid, I say, well, can you afford it? And what are the countries of the...
So we've got our pensioners are going to freeze to death while they're sending money for this climate shit. Scam. Climate scam. And we've got numpties here that are supporting it. Say, oh yeah, it's a good idea. It's not a fucking good idea. It's a stupid idea. So the fire has spread right across. Yeah, look at that. I think this is probably this should be the quickest fire lighting session yet. Oh yes, it's coming around the front, look. Wow. That is amazing. God, look at it. Oh yes. Look at it. Look at the ferocity of that fire. Like, see, it's funny because my eyes pick it up better than you watching this video, the camera. It picks up the flames. How's that? How is it human eyes could pick up the flames? Oh God. Oh no, is it going to be one of these? Oh. Oh dear. Oh no. It's died out. Oh no.
Stories like this where we spend money where we really shouldn't, and of course that should be cut. But I think that even if we manage to cut all the wasteful stuff,
oh for God's sake. That's terribly disappointing. Come on. Don't give up now. Oh, Oh.
The real issue is we're just living beyond our means. These are just this is just scratching the surface.
Why don't we put one of these bloody night briquettes on it for a change? Right, we'll do that. Got one here. One of these. Can you get that out of the way? Right, if we could put one of them in there, would that burn? Is it alright to open it up? Oh wow, no really.
Systemic closure was full attempts to blanket close USAID. This, even by Donald Trump's stated interest and by right-wing people in this country, also people
Right-wing people.
push power, even within those confines, aid is a very, very useful tool.
Put it like that,
We care about
Right.
helping the poorest.
Oh, I just about damaged my nails there.
The bulk of the aid budget does go to those people.
Right,
Even if you don't care
so,
it's useful.
got them bits on the left.
That phrase which you might like or hate.
Now it's going like
Power or
fuck now.
smart power to project Britain's interests abroad.
That's it catching on to the, I think the other firelighters that I had there.
I think that's actually quite a useful thing to do.
Some of us look at aid in a different way, and I'd be saying, how do we help countries not to be requiring aid, but actually can trade and can earn more money?
Yeah, that's
So that's what I think. So I've never seen the International Department have said, well, what we're going to do, we're going to make this country so self-sufficient, it won't need aid anymore. No, it's aid every year.
Wow, look at that. That's going really well, isn't it?
To go to how do we trade better and enable them to look after the
That's always been part of the policy.
This is probably going to be controversial. I don't even think that's Britain's responsibility.
So I made my tea.
Towards in the best
I'm having a beer when I've bought tea ready.
It would be helpful to give aid.
So I only have like one beer.
Outbreaks of diseases that would ultimately
I need to go and get some more. I've drunk it all. Go to Morrison's.
I'm sorry, no. And then
I think Morrison's the best place to get beer.
curbing the influence of
Well,
China or whatever.
it seems to be.
Okay, fine, but that should
It's
be
definitely better than Aldi's.
It is in our interest.
Morrison's is better, yeah.
I think that we could be
Yeah, better selection. Seems cheaper.
every single pound we're spending on
Yeah.
these different projects. Clearly, some of these are more useful than others, but at the same time,
Yeah.
we can have quite a short-sighted approach about some of the aid we go to, about some of the reasons why we fund things.
Look at that.
And actually, it is in our interest for other countries to be
So that's
to have thriving academia.
3.4%. Lovely. Right, so tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? Well,
what's going on in academia now. We've had £200,000 sent to a project.
friend's dropping his car off at a garage, so I'm going to pick him up. We're going to go for a cake or something, or a coffee or something. So Thursday, well, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'm hoping to try and get into Cumbernauld Thursday morning. Would that work? I think so. I want to do a video there. I've got clothes to sell, but really it's just an excuse to do a video. Well, I get like, 50 quid for the clothes or something, so it just pays for my breakfast. So it's a nice day out. I can go and have a look around Cumbernauld. I've already done a video there a few times, but now that I'm getting better at editing, I should maybe have a bit more of variety in the video. I really want to start at that totem pole probably, yeah. And then there's the futuristic looking school. There's obviously the shopping centre. Now that Fleming House should be knocked down. They were going to be knocking that down. It was still up when I went there the last time. We could have a walk through the shopping centre as usual. We'll have a look at the chapel. Ferguson Street. Yeah, we could. I was just thinking the actual futuristic school's not that far from Ferguson Street. Could maybe just walk down there rather than drive down there. I'd like to go across to the Andy Scott sculpture, but that's the other side. I'm not sure if we'll do that Thursday. Might. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we could do that. Yeah. Maybe we could start off on the shit side and then we'll have a look round the posh side. It's the other side of the motorway. So in between all that, we'll go for breakfast at Wetherspoons. And we'll sit there for a couple of hours. So we'll probably do it in sections. We'll do it. The thing to do would be to get down there early. Get down there early, yeah. But the shop opens at 10. Yeah, right, okay. Normally I get there for 10. We could get there for 9 to the first part of the video. And then sort the clothes out and then go to Wetherspoons and then go into the rest of the video. Well, I want to look at the wavy things at the side of the road as well. That's what I want to look at. So there's quite a lot of public art in Cumbernauld. You know. Yeah. So it is a place that interests me. I'm not exactly sure why. Yeah, got a bit of a thing about it. I think it's because it was the tragedy of it, I think. And the people that went there, the people that are still there.
£22 billion black hole. Really, we shouldn't be sending money anywhere else. That's not essential to our national security interests and the interests of...
Probably shut the front door now, eh?
This idea that, we can spend this money to research gay porn in Europe to further the interests of academia, that's great, but we shouldn't have to pay for this. Those pennies can be spent in Boston.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It's a lot of things about my life and everything, and some of the decisions that I made, and I miss the past. I miss some of the things I think some of the things about me that I changed. I miss those times or those. So there's two parts to it. I get anxiety attacks when I think about the bad things, but I think about the good things. It's like the good me, or the me that's standing at a bar having a pint, getting on with folk, having a laugh, not giving a shit about anything. And the bad me was the one that fell out of people over stupid things, or struggling with my identity, struggling with problems with it. There was a post on Facebook tonight, anonymous, and I read between the lines now when I read stuff that people write about. So this woman wrote, I could go and fucking find it. Hang on. Right, oh god, that's looking brilliant, isn't it? Eh? That's absolutely brilliant. Right, we need to get the battery plugged in as well. Hang on there a second or two.
Call us today and schedule your completely free home assessment service. Close your eyes. Think of your summer getaway. The real one. The one full of blue and pure white.
The other good thing that's happened is I've actually finally sorted out the office. After 2 years, I think I'll need to look. I bought a computer because I was using a laptop, and when I started doing videos, I realised that we were having a problem with data storage. So that solution was to buy a computer, and then we got an extension to the computer. So that's worked out fine. So that's why I bought a computer. So when we got it, we just plonked it on top of the dining room table, and it sat there. And I sat there I've been there for 2 years, right? I'm going to plug this battery in. And 2 years, I think it is. I'll check. I'm going to look on eBay and see when I bought that computer. And all this stuff, as usual, like round about the table, all the stuff piled up all round the table. And it's only today we finally moved. It's a big thing, it's a weird thing. It's like I'm not going to make excuses about myself, you know. I don't know how other people feel about this, but when you try, you know, you get set in your ways. Like, so the computer was there, I was sitting there, it was a very comfortable space for me. I liked it, right? So I've done away with it today, and it's making the house look so much better. You know, it's a proper dining room table where you sit down and have your dinner. So I sat there and had my dinner. Rather than, you know, sitting there having your dinner with computer and all this junk. It's like, you know, it's really a civilised thing to do. So it's taken me like 2.5 years or something it is to move that fucking computer through to the office. So I'm going to start doing live videos. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I want to get some of the artwork up on the walls and stuff. Anyway, let's go and have a look at, well, so as you can see, the fire is going really well, isn't it? I mean, that is amazing, like, wow, you know, just look how brilliant that is. That's like incredible. Right, we can turn it down a wee bit. Yeah, shut the door, turn it down a little bit. That's it going now. The heat in here will become like, it's such an amazing thing. I'm learning how to use it better. I generally just put it on at night. What a thing it is, it's amazing. So keeping the fire, you know, the wood supply up and everything like that, it's all part of the challenge, it's something to do in it. So let's go and have a look at this post and we'll talk over it and I'll do a critique on it. I couldn't write what, I can write what I feel on Facebook, but it'll be a lot of hatred would come my way. People wouldn't like what I've got to say about it, and let's just go and have a look at it.
That marriage is still an important institution. It's time now for that to add. Yes, that's right. So Gen Z, those who are aged between 18 to 27.
Okay, let's go.
Marriage as an important.
Right, so what we've got here, so this is Bray's Blether, anonymous participant. There's a lot of people do that now, so you can go and write all sorts of things on the internet, and it's a bit unfair because if you go like, unless you're anonymous, well, it's your choice I suppose. Right, so good afternoon everyone. Posting anonymously for a genuine reason concerning my stepson. My partner and I are going through an extremely difficult time with our 8-year-old son, both at school and at home. We are becoming increasingly worried about his mental health and the way he's behaving. In recent months, we sought private psychiatric advice and he was diagnosed with ADHD. However, things haven't improved and we're noticing more worrying signs. He has been listening to a lot of low, depressing music. His anxiety is increasing and he's started picking at his skin. For some background, he hasn't seen his real dad since he was very young due to an extremely violent relationship, where my partner was repeatedly assaulted. It's clear this has had a lasting impact on him. We now believe he may need counselling or some form of support where he can mix with others, build relationships and feel safe to talk about his feelings. Unfortunately, we are getting nowhere with the school, who seem to think that sending him home or excluding him daily is the solution, but it's only making things worse. We are desperate for advice or recommendations on where to turn before our boy does something silly. Any help would be greatly appreciated. I've got somebody sending me messages, but right. So, I mean, if I was to put what I really think of this, she would probably be very angry at me. And so there's 86 comments, and they're all the usual, like care, sad, you know, like. So let's do an angry one. Angry at her. Right. So there's other people, they're well meaning, but they're not going to get to the bottom of the problem because they won't want to. You know, ADHD, that's bullshit. I've got a diagnosis of ADHD, it's bullshit. Right, sad, read, blah blah blah. I'm a parent, I've worked with parents. Right, so well done you, asking for help. You know, hi everyone, it wouldn't let me come back to it, but it now has been resolved by admins. Thank you also. Kind words when you see, so only kind. So this woman's going to be happy so long as you're being kind, right? Don't you know, be kind. She'll be happy. If you're not kind, she won't be happy. We really appreciate it. We've already been through absolute hell with cams. It got to the point where we had to keep a log of every conversation and email because they were lying and accusing us of missing an appointment from 4 years ago. After proving otherwise, they eventually confirmed our position was reinstated, only to then tell us we were still on a 2-year waiting list. In the end, we turned to ADHD Direct in Glasgow, which is set up by the leading ADHD specialist who also still works with the NHS. They asked if our local doctor would agree to shared care for our son so they could intervene and support him, but to this day our GP has refused shared care. Right now, we're looking for somewhere that can help our son build relationships, speak to a professional and receive counselling to process his early experiences living with his biological father. My partner has done an amazing job getting him to where he is today, and I've been involved since he was 4, but we know he needs more support than what we alone can give him. We'll definitely be looking into Barnardo's, Aberlour, the Scott Martin Foundation and FDAMH, as well as some of the other recommendations. If anyone has personal experience with any of these or knows of other services that could help, we'd be really grateful. Thank you. You know, it's all fucking navel gazing. It's bullshit. It's like, so the biological father is being blamed 100% by this cow, right? You know, and she's not taking responsibility. And this is this a female thing? Right, so it is actually, right? So all this bullshit, all bullshit. You know, it's all bullshit. You know, it's so it's like pointing the finger of blame at you know, at all this words, and they're all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They're all liars. They're all full of shit. And it's because the man, the father of the child, you know, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there, right? It broke up. So this woman chose, so she's anonymous, to get pregnant with the child's father, and then dump him and move on and get a different man. And I think that's what the heart of the problem is. And she's denying. So this takes a man, like, so it's roles, men and women roles that they play. So that's what's wrong here. There's no male role model because she got rid of him. Maybe he was violent, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know. He might, so this is what happens. If he went and gave the new partner a kicking, right? That's what she's talking about. You know? She's away shagging some other guy and he wasn't happy. Who would be? This is a problem. So we've got all this bullshit and this bullshitting cow who's getting all this attention, and it's not helping her son at all. If she was to be honest with him, I think that would be a good starting point and say, look, I fucked up. I fucked up with you, son. I left your father, right?
And I think there would be a chance that they could move on from there. But she's a liar and she's denying everything. And that's why he's got these mental problems. I think that, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what it is. I think that's not his real father, he knows it. And she could be a total cow, that woman. You know, they're evil people. You know, and the thing is, the father could be really violent. I doubt it. He's given this guy, that's how he should never have given. If he gave the new boyfriend a hammering or whatever, or fought him or something, should never have done that. And that's the result. You're blamed for everything because you got violent. You know, and it could have been that you just fell out with the father, the new boyfriend. In the circumstances, it's understandable, but that's why you should never get violent and never raise your voice and never. And I try not to. I've done it lots of times, but I really have to work at it and not do it because it always comes back on you. But I think she's a cow, and I think she's blaming everything on the father. So it doesn't change anything. That woman is the mother of that boy, and so is the father. So you can say all you like, and you can write all you like, and you can deny this, that, and the other, but he's still the father. You cannot change that. You shared your genetics with that man, and now you hate him. So that's why I would say that's what's wrong. Let me know what you think. Let's just move on from this because I'm going on about this a bit much. I don't know whether I should comment. I could put the cat amongst the pigeons. She'd probably block me, but it's difficult. I couldn't really say what I've just said. It was too much, you know. You couldn't really do that, could you? It's like, oh, I think it's your fault, blah blah blah. And that's never going to work, is it? So I'll probably just leave it at that. I won't get involved. But I don't see how that's going to help that laddie. It's not going to help anything. I know this ADHD stuff is bollocks, right? Get a grip of yourself. Stop going on about that. So I've wrote out an answer. You are one of the main causes of your son's depressive, chaotic outbursts. You have posted anonymously, therefore that's easy for you. The only option is stop blabbering on about ADHD and all manner of excuses. 99% of the advice on here is useless, pandering nonsense. None of us are perfect, we all make mistakes. Tell your son you did wrong, and then he will see you as an honest person. I doubt you will do, but carry on playing the blame game where your son's father gets to shoulder the blame. Probably because he reacted badly to you dumping him for another man. That's your choice, and perhaps was the right choice for you. But even coming on here and denigrating your son's father is reprehensible. Most of the commenters on here won't like my response, but it's the most truthful and honest response you will ever get. Good luck. This isn't going to work, but you know, I suppose it's probably because I've got. Is it because I've got Asperger's that I'm so direct? I don't know. I know that's an excuse. I am direct. I've also got ADHD, a diagnosis of ADHD and a diagnosis of Asperger's. It's the hurt and the pain. She shouldn't be slagging off. Like, okay, it's anonymous, but he could. How do you know he's not going to read that? He might. He'll know it's her. It's just shocking, and 99% of these on there are pandering to her bullshit. I'm wondering if there's something wrong with me. Am I the only one that's like, why? Why is she writing this bullshit? Why am I even bothered, right? So I'm going to post that. I might get chucked out of here. There's nothing, well, it's not very nice, but there's nothing right. I have a habit of writing stuff on this that are similar to this, and it's because I think that people have the freedom to write stuff. You know, they have the freedom to write, to spread their toxic behaviour onto the internet and get 76 people that disagree with me. You know, they are going to disagree with me. I believe I'm right. I don't even know. I don't even know her. If she blocks me, that'd be fantastic for me. But she's anonymous, isn't she? So I wouldn't know. I don't know if it's like a different handle she's got. But it's a tough thing, aye. I think that's what's wrong. I do. I think she's covering up for all her. I'm not saying it's wrong of her. I'm not saying it's wrong that she left the child's father. Not necessarily, no. I think it's a case of being honest about it. It's like, I think about that with my exes and stuff like that. You can't force somebody to be with somebody, but they've got to take the responsibility of their actions, is what I'm saying. So I don't blame, what I'm saying is I don't blame perhaps my exes for not wanting to be with me. It's quite complicated, because at the same time, well, why did you sleep with me, Why did you get married to me? Why did you do, if you knew so much about me, and then they're saying that they don't know anything about you. I just find it really dishonest what she's done here. Because when you create children with another human being, you're mixing your genetics with that person. And to sit there and say that this guy's violent and everything, and the reason you said that is because you were getting shagged by another man, and that's why he's done that, and he shouldn't have done that. He should not have attacked your new partner. It's a wrong thing to do. I never did that. I thought about it, yeah, but no, don't do it. If anybody's reading this, do not do it. So with any luck, she'll remove that. The last time I did something like this, they removed it. When I started, it was somebody going on about somebody that's drinking too much or something, a neighbour, and they were concerned for the children and all that sort of shit. And they're going, oh yeah, you should do this, that and the other. And I says, stay away from it. It's nothing to do with you. You go getting involved with other people's problems, and it's just, it doesn't help the children, it doesn't help yourself, it doesn't help the people that you're complaining to the social work about, And if it does bother you that child's being neglected, fucking phone up the police. Do it anonymously, like that, anonymous. I'm not saying you shouldn't report people, but trying to becomes inveigled in it. Report it anonymously, send emails, phone the police, phone the social work, But the social worker could have a look at this actually, yeah. Right, that's the end of this video. Look at that. That's amazing. I think that the whole thing with society and everything, and the men and the women and everything, and having children, it's just, there's no control over society, and I think that we've got women like that could do what they want, and that's fine, but then to play these strange games and get away with it and have nobody, like the new man's not capable of being the father to that child, and that's what all that's about. And sadly it's because of the rights that we as adults have now that we can fuck about here, right? And I'm speaking from a perspective of like guilt, I suppose, that I've been involved in all sorts of weird things, and it's not good for the children, and you've got to stand up and accept that. And maybe that's just because I'm nearly 60 years old and I'm seeing things differently. I think that's probably what it is. But I think men are getting fucked over. And the problem is, if men are getting fucked over by women, then women are also getting fucked over, and the children are getting fucked over, so society's not going to work properly. I think that's sadly what's happening. Because it's an imbalance of equilibrium. It's not equal, it's not a balance. So there's roles that men have and there's roles that women have, and in that situation there's no decent male role model, because the new partner's probably just lets her rabbit on a lot of shit and doesn't. Most men just ignore women. That's the problem I had actually. Was I didn't ignore them. Like, when they're talking total shite, I would take it all. I do that. I still do that. When people say things to me, I take everything literally. Like, men or women or whoever it might be, I'll take it. You could really wind me up if you knew how to do it. I'm not like that dumb, but you could probably wind me up somehow, but it probably wouldn't be much point in it. But I would take it, like if you were asking something, I would take it completely like it's real, and there's no chance that it's fake, and it's not a joke, it's real. And it's a bit of an issue that I've got, so We'll see what happens. Maybe if there's an answer to that. Hopefully she'll just delete that thing. I think she should delete it. I think people get to share all sorts of stuff on Facebook. It's not fair. You know, that laddie could read that. And she hates his father, so he's got to go along with it. Do you know why I'm going on about this? Because this happened to me. Yeah, this happened to me. And it's not nice. And a lot of bullshit that I had to put up with, and my children had to put up with, and the lies and the deception. And this has been going on for years. And that's the way it is. The blame game. You know. So we've got to share the blame. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying deny. I'm not saying that I'm not to blame. I'm saying we need to share it. If we can't share it, then you'll never get equilibrium. If you don't get equilibrium, you're not going to get happiness. You're not going to get contentment. You're just going to end up dying, bitter and angry. So, thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll get you in the next video. Bye! Look at that fire. That is amazing. It's got a big, well actually what we could do, it's got a big lump there that we could put in, then we'll get going. So there's quite a big area there. Just put this one in. Ooh, that is hot. My God, that is hot. That is hot. Yeah. Over that one. Is that one going to go in as well? Oh no, that's fucking hot. Jesus Christ. Oh! Bloody hell. I could have got that one and it was nearly in. Right, bye.